Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Ohio Tickets with Robert. I'm going into work. It's a good day. It's Thursday at 1:32. I normally would have already been at work. My roommate's son had dialysis today. Well, I'm sorry. Rewind. We went to the dialysis place. As they were getting ready to hook him up, they told us that he didn't have dialysis today. He doesn't have it Saturday. They want us to come back Tuesday next week for another blood check. And then after that, he should be done with his dialysis, which, because the doctor believed it was only going to be a temporary thing, due to the fact that he was in for 2 weeks and got antibiotic toxicity, which shut his kidneys down. So it's a good day. We didn't have to do that. So I am going into work earlier than I would normally on a Thursday, because it was Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday that he would do dialysis. So I'm going in a few hours early to try to make up some time. And we're now leaving the Acme North Canton Plaza. We're on North Main, which people in Canton, Ohio knows it as Cleveland Avenue, but when you get into North Canton, it goes into South Main, North Main, and then when you come back out again, it turns back into Cleveland Avenue. And when you go south, going into Canton South, it turns into 800. So, but that's what I'm on now. Driving past the Mark's Plaza now. Was going to go to a place I'd never been to before to try out their cheesesteak to see if they were any good, but the whole place at little after, well, like I said, it's 1:32 and I was leaving, so I was in the grocery store a little bit trying to get me some drinks and a couple other things, but yeah, it was like went to 2 different doors. There was lights on inside, but no cars, so I don't know what was going on, but yeah, so that plan got all crunched up for what I wanted to eat. So I went to the Acme. I had to get me some drink for the rest of my day and a few days next week, but got me my, what you guys call Pepsi Max, but I got mine in the cherry version, if you're watching from the UK, because I know Itching to Scratch, Mike and Emma, will be leaving a comment down and teasing me about being on the wrong side of the road, but I think we drive on the right side of the road. But hey, what can I say? We are starting to get a lot of roundabouts, which down in, or over in Green, there's, I believe there's about 8 in a row that I go through to get to a pharmacy that my roommate's son gets some of his medication from. So, all right, we're now in Lake Township. If everyone's keeping track, you have no idea where I'm at if you're not from this area. I'm going to make a turn on Mount Pleasant here and then get back to my normal route to work, which you guys haven't seen, because normally when I go to work it's pitch black, and then sometimes I come home, depending on the weather and the time of year, it can be pitch black also. So we're on Mount Pleasant, as I said, winding through a nice little neighborhood. Actually, I'm doing the speed limit coming up is 35, and I'm doing probably 20 or 25 because of the curves. And as you see here, if you stop and slow down the video, that's a 15 mile an hour curve indicator. But I'll tell on myself because I don't know how they can come back and get you, but I've been known to take that little more than 15 miles an hour. Now this intersection is kind of goofy because you have the street over there, you have a street there, and you have a street back there, and then you have the street over here where I'm turning on. So you never know if someone's going to blow through a stop sign, or if they're coming around that corner that they're just going to make that turn thinking because I'm on a curve, I'm on the street, I shouldn't have to stop. Well, I believe it has many stop signs that people are stopping, but yet, as you just saw that person pulling up there to get onto Mount Pleasant, it was like, okay, is she going to stop or is she going to plow into me because she was so anxious to get up to the flipping road to come on here. Now granted, I'm not saying I'm the perfect driver. I've had very few accidents. So, and yes, I've had some dumb tickets. I've had a rolling stop. It was a summer day. I'm in a big F1 Ford pickup truck when I had Goliath, because it was a monster-sized truck. Well, it wasn't a monster size, but it had a real bed, not one of these ones that are a 4-foot bed. It's like, what the heck you have a truck if you got a 4-foot bed for? But anyhow, I make a turn at the stop sign. I pull up, I see nobody coming. Okay, so I let off the brake, hit the gas, and go. Apparently, I wasn't long enough for the rookie state highway patrol person that pulled me over because, and here's the funny thing is, he pulled me over, told me what I did, and as he's talking to me and saying stuff, I'm watching people just whiz past me, which I know they're doing more than 40 miles an hour in that section, because they're like whipping past me, and I'm like, that's not, the speed limit. I mean, they were really, you could hear it by the wind of the vehicle just whipping past. So just because I was sitting still doesn't mean I couldn't guesstimate that they were going above the speed limit. And he was so happy to have me. But yeah, he came to the passenger side window. Okay, Grant, I'm in a full-size pickup truck. He comes to the passenger side window. It's a 3-seater across. I had to lift up the center console to go across to this kid, and I'll call him a kid because I know it was younger than I was at the time. I was talking to the top of his hat, basically, and when he tilted his head, that's when I could see his eyes. It was only when he tilted his head tilt his head up that I could see his eyes. So he gives me a $125 ticket. And I'm like, dude, why didn't you just come around the other side? I told him, I said, you do realize I have to unbuckle now and scoot across this bench to give you all the information that you want, like the license, registration, and proof of insurance. He goes, yeah. I said, okay, well, I hope I hope that side of the road doesn't give away on you, because he literally was not on the road. He was on the edge of an embankment that was a straight shot down into a gravel parking lot. And I'm like, hey, if you fall, that's on you, pal, because you ain't gonna pin that on me, because I have no idea. I know that he wanted to be safe in that, but it's like, there was a church. I could see the church parking lot from where we were at. It's not like he couldn't have told me, hey, do you mind if we pull up in the church parking lot and we can do this there? I would have been more than happy. Not a problem. But no, he had to pull me over shortly after the stop sign and then risk his life by sliding down that hill, and who knows how thick his skull was. But, I mean, a tumble, he could have broke his neck. I don't know. But we're coming up to State Street now, which runs across, and there's the Hartville Full Gospel Church on the right there, the building we're just now passing as it's going out of the view. It's 45 through here, so you'll hear my vehicle start to rev its engine a bit. Hopefully you guys like this and that. I'm normally doing scratch tickets when I have the money. I've done 2 overseas trips to the UK and to Ireland. I've done a few trips across the United States. Got another one coming up in maybe August or September. Depends on what happens. My mom's in the process of trying to get her house not cleaned up, but she's wanting to sell it and be done with it this summer. So she's like going in and trying to get rid of some things and moving some things, and then maybe seeing about having to paint some areas, do, the little touch-ups that you do when you try to sell a house. So she's wanting to get that done, and she's also wanting to go on a vacation, which is fine, because the past couple months I've had, really would enjoy being on a vacation. Just so much stress worrying about my roommate's son to make sure he's going to be okay and stuff, but and work. But anyhow, so we might be going to Colonial Williamsburg, and yes, we will find some casinos. On the left here, we're coming to the school zone. It is a Christian school. It's too far from it's Heritage, I think it's Hartville Christian School. Heritage Christian School is where my boys started off. This is Smythe Kramer Road that we're about to pass, that we're coming up to now on the right. But yeah, basically we're out here in the middle of no man's land in Lake Township, heading towards Hartville, which people around the area will know is a flea market. They have a big, huge area, and they also have the Hartville Kitchen, which is run by the Mennonite community. Very good food. Long wait, but usually it's, when I say long, it looks long because the loops like 3 times before you get into the actual cashier area. And they also have a few shops in the building. The flea market is behind the restaurant, further up on their property. And they also have a Hartville Hardware Center. Coming up to, I'm going to stop here so I don't smack into this vehicle in front of me, because as you can see, the mailman is doing their job, and we're on a curve, and I'm going to do something stupid. Now we're passing an old cemetery, but I don't know anything about it, but I know that some of the, let's put it this way, I don't think anyone's been buried in there in over probably 75 years, maybe. If I could have showed you some of the tombstones, it's just little stones, and they're like, all the whiteness on them is turned to black because of the weather and the elements and the material that were made out of. Coming up to Lake High School right now on the left, and on the right is the football stadium. So that's what we're passing now, or going through. Okay, it's not 2 o'clock yet. That's when they would have the flashing lights on for the 20-mile-an-hour zone, but it's 35 through here right now at this particular moment. So, and this little building over here, you can buy all of your Lake Blue Streak merchandise if you want to support them, or if you live in the area, you already know about it. Alright. Now, this is Market Avenue that I'm on, the same Market Avenue that runs through downtown Canton. Because it's when I made that turn onto it, further up is a place where it would split off of become Route 43. That's what I'm trying to say, because 43 and Market Avenue are the same thing, but they split for some reason. And so I'm on Market Avenue right now and not Route 43. Now we're passing on the right, the Summers Discount Market. There's a Sheetz gas station up here on the left that you can see. And now we're passing an Aldi's to the right and a Marathon gas station across the street. This building over here on the left has a few businesses, startup businesses. One, it looks like it looks like a florist, and the one in the middle is a tavern, and the other one is a jewelry shop. But I'm not sure how much business they do. The tavern seems to have anywhere from 2 to maybe 4 cars. Some of the times when I come home, last night I came home late from work and the parking lot was pretty full, which is a good sign for them, seeing how there's probably not been, well, not even 6 months. I would say maybe 4 at the most. But so yeah, this is the road I take going to work. I work in the IT field. I used to go out and change toners, fix jams, swap out printers, clean the print heads of our pack lanes, of our Sato printers and Datamaxes, and our label lines where we would put the addresses on the boxes of our customers. Here's a small little park of Stark County called Fitchner Park. That was there on the left. It was real small. Don't know, but this blue sign coming up, that's the entrance to the backside of the Hartville flea market area. So I might have to drive through there one day to give you a better, like I said, I don't know how much this is showing other than straight on, but I have it on one of those little suction cups, so I'm not sure how much maneuverability I have with this. I'm just trying to show different things. This is a farm that has been doing some work on its building. So it is Hickory Run Farm, established in 1823. And over here on the right is all of their property. And usually, maybe it's too cold, I don't know, I'm not a farmer. Or maybe they're getting milked or being fed. But normally there's usually a herd of cattle in the field there. But not today, unfortunately. So I can't show you that. Running through some houses. This is still, I believe, considered Hartville. I could be wrong. I'm not sure, to be honest. Just trying to get to work. Passing a riding stables. That's why you saw the horse there, or the horse crossing Hartville. Oh, geez, I used to be able to see that word without any problem. The Hartville Equine Center. And we will be passing the blimp hangar at Wingfoot Lake for the Goodyear blimp. Spirit of Akron, that's where they keep that blimp. So don't know if it will be out and about with the way this wind is right now. They may, well, and the fact is, I'm not sure with American football season over and no baseball season happening at this particular moment, we have basketball going on right now, but passing another farm on the left there. But basketball is an indoor sport, as most people know, so there's no need for the blimp. But yeah, so I'll be passing that momentarily. I'll be passing part of Wingfoot Lake as I go around this corner and then go another corner, so to speak. I'm just getting to work. It takes me, and this is not even the whole trip from my house to work. I just started it from the North Canton Acme grocery store to show you guys. I mean, we're already at 20 minutes, and I'm not even, let's see, I got 13 minutes. I'm looking at my GPS on my dash monitor. I got 13 minutes to get to work, or I mean 13 minutes before I'm at work, I should say. But that's part of Wingfoot Lake right over there. Might be able to see it better when I go around the corner. I don't know if my camera will pick it up. But that's Wingfoot Lake to the left. Nope, I see the hangar, but I can't turn you guys back to look at the hangar, but the blimp was not out. Because normally sometimes it'll be out and just in the air, tethered to a mooring tower. I've been in that hangar because they have every year, for a few years, they've had a toy drive for the Marines, and by doing a donation you can drop off the toy in the hangar. So you drive through and you can see how big the hangar is. That keeps the blimp when it's fully inflated. If you go to the Maps Air Museum, you can go in there. Not sure what the price is now. It's not that, it doesn't cost that much. They have an indoor area and an outdoor area where you can see a lot of restored airplanes and that. But in the indoor area, they have one of the blimp's gondolas that you can actually get in and sit to feel what it's like, as other people have done so. We are now making a left, and I forgot. Waterloo Road. We were on Mischler that whole time. Now we're on Waterloo Road. Sometimes I will have deer running across here, but not today. That's a horse farm over on the left. If you can see some of it, I don't, like I said, I am not the best cameraman. I don't have this on a swivel thing. Slow down for this person that was pulling out of their driveway, not thinking that there could have been traffic coming, but he decided he was going to pull out and just stop. Alright, turning on to Martin Road, making a right, passing another old cemetery that's out in the middle of no man's land. It does get maintained. It does. It's called Kent Corners Cemetery. I've never seen the grass overgrown, so it is pretty much maintained. The road that we're coming to is 224. It's a state route here in Ohio, and I'm going to cross it eventually, like now. Get my butt moving. Alright, so some of these little buildings and stuff, they've recently have been sold, and then luckily they've been put back in service. So that's good for this local economy up here. It's 40 miles an hour through here. More suburban homes. We are near the town of Mogador, Ohio. This place here to the left where this driveway is, they do oil and spray. They spray underneath your vehicle to help you in the wintertime to keep it from rusting. There on the left also is a nursery. And then past the nursery in that red building is a dog grooming. Wow, one of the trees came down, pulled its roots out. Clipper Cottage. So you can go there and have your dog taken care of and cleaned up. Probably get some treats and things. Some homes. Wow, I don't know where my voice just went. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my Pepsi Max Cherry. Some homes have just come up into this area here. Used to be nothing but cattle, or cows, and that would be on those fields. Don't know what happened to the farmer that owned that, but these people here on the left own a couple of horses. Another nursery. Getting closer to the road to take us down into Mogador. On the right here is Whispering Meadows. Little, I don't know if it's condos or houses. I've not driven up there, like I said. I just drive up here to come to work. I don't. This is Jehovah's Witness, Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses on the right there. Another little community thing there of homes. Here at the stop sign, this should be Randolph. And then if I would make a left, that would take me into downtown Mogador, as there's a corporation sign there. On the right, if you take that, you would go down to Dumas, which is a huge butcher shop. They actually have their own beef on the land that roam around, so you always have fresh cattle for your steaks. All right, so another little farm here on the left there. You can see the horse behind the hay. Coming down here, a lot of people will park their cars here on the very edge of the road and go to this bridge and fish off of it. Most people are kind enough to park over here on that road that was just to the left. Some Canadian geese. Or they will park here to the left in this little open area instead of just parking their car on the street, which makes it dangerous coming down that hill. Hope I'm not boring too many people here. Probably should have started this preference off with grab your lunch, grab a cup of tea, get your biscuit. If it's high tea over in England, it's probably a longer video than I normally do unless I'm scratching off a lot of tickets, which I tend not to do a lot of tickets at one time. But when I do a travel video, and I don't know if you call this a travel video, I mean, yes, I am traveling to work, so I don't know if this would be considered. I don't know what's going on here, folks. This is a brand new oil refiner or oil storage facilities. This would be funny if my son would be out here, because my youngest son, he has a job with this company that they do go out and when people are doing work and stuff, they control the traffic. They will stand out there with their signs and watch traffic. So, didn't know this was going on today. Did not know. So I gotta see how long it's gonna be before I can even make my left-hand turn. So now we're passing the oil area. I'm going to go slow because obviously there's something going on up here. Maybe some trees have fallen and they're taking care of them. I'm not sure what is happening. Really don't know what that was about because I didn't see anybody doing anything. I saw no crews, no nothing. Just two guys just standing out in the middle of the road directing traffic. Don't know. Here is on the right the entrance to the Heritage Baptist Church. It's a giant barn. They converted, it looks like, or they may have built it that way. I do not know. I do not know, unfortunately, the history of this area. So, as I see something, I let you know about it. So I'm turning, we were on Saxon Road. Now we're turning off of Mogador Road. When I made that turn, we were on Saxon, and now we're on Saxon now. Yeah, we're on Saxe Road, S-A-X-E Road. And now I'm turning back towards where I work. Back there was, if I would have made a left, I would have been heading back into Mogador Corporation limits. Coming up here. Now, let's see, railroad tracks. This, I'm not sure why it's still here. There's lights on. It's the Citgo Talmadge terminal for gas and stuff. So I'm not sure why it's there. And there was a police officer sitting there monitoring. So I don't know why it's still there, to be honest. So, but anyhow, eventually we'll get to work. I've on my little maps indicator on my Google Maps on the display of the car's actual unit. It is now off since I am close to work. But getting back to work, as you can probably see a flag in the distance, that's part of my area. Yeah, I buy things for the IT department, like licenses, hardware, toner, printers, items that they need. I make those purchases. They tell me what they want, and I go and do it. And I'll be pulling into my work. So this is where I work at. As you can see, when I was pulling up, you saw the bigger sign, and now I'll be passing the smaller sign once I can make it turn safely. But yeah, this is where I work at. I don't tell too many people where I'm working at, but you can see Summit Racing is where I work at. This is the headquarters of Summit Racing. We have 4 locations. We have the second location is in Sparks outside of Reno. The third location is McDonough, Georgia, near Atlanta, and our newest location is in Texas, near Arlington. Well, it is in Arlington, but so that is where I'm at right now, trying to find a place to park because everyone's come back from their lunch break. So I'll be maybe not. Maybe not. Here we go. Do you see it? Do you see it, folks? There's an open spot. There's an open spot, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Okay. As I back in to the spot that I'm about to appropriate, this ends the tour of driving to my work. Parked right next to my supervisor's car. So, all right. Thanks for joining me on this. There we go. Thank you for joining me on this little trip, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.